Okay, so as you can guess, we have another watch review. This is a Seiko Kinetic Scuba 200 meter. It says Scuba right on the face. And the model is BFK CBCZ015. It's got the 5M62 kinetic movement in it. And this movement, from what I understand, has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. Let that focus in. The early Kinetic watches had a capacitor that was prone to giving trouble. These, by all accounts, are very reliable. The difference between the Kinetic watch and a solar watch or just a regular quartz watch, a regular quartz watch just has a replaceable battery that is not rechargeable. The solar has a rechargeable battery in it that recharges by the sun or from light in the house. The Kinetic, you move it, and as you move it, it just sort of like a self-winding watch, it has a piece inside that moves around and that helps charge the battery. And so you do have to wear this periodically. It can go theoretically up to like 6 months if it's fully charged. If you've been wearing a lot for a week or two and then you set it down for 6 months, it can go quite a while without wearing it. So that's the advantage over an auto winding watch. Is an auto winding watch, if you set it down, what they call an automatic watch, it's going to go dead in a day or two, and then you're going to have to wind it and start it back up and reset the time and all that. So interesting concept, and from all accounts, Seiko has gotten the quality issues ironed out, and these Kinetics hold up pretty good. This is a Japanese market only watch. That's why it has the orange face. They do make some similar models for US market, but not this particular model. This particular model on eBay usually goes for a low of around $400. I've seen it for as high as $500 on Amazon. So the prices are a little bit all over the map. Used, you should be able to buy this around $350 or so. $300 if it's in good shape. If I push this button here, you'll watch the second hand. See how the second hand moved around? And that's telling me that I've got a significant amount of charge. And then what's going to happen is when the second hand when it comes around, when the time on the watch actually comes around to, in this case, 21 seconds, the second hand will start going again. So when I push this button up here, the further that second hand goes around, I think the max is around 30 seconds. That would be 6 months worth of charge. The further it goes around, the more charge it indicates. Now you see the second hand started again. This watch has been very accurate. I've had it 3 or 4 days, and it's right on the second. It's very accurate. Now, one thing about this watch is it's extremely comfortable on the wrist. And I'm going to show you the band. The band is a little bit different than some Seikos. First of all, let you see the clasp area. This is stamped, which some people in a higher line watch don't like this to be stamped, but it's heavy duty. The clasp works very well. All the links are solid. They're very smooth. They're held together with pins. The end piece here is a very solid end piece that mates up to the case. But see, the case is flat across here, which is kind of unique, which is nice. You can buy any, this is 20 millimeters across here. You could buy any flat 20 millimeter band that ends in a flat piece and put it up here with a leather band, a NATO strap, whatever, and it's going to look good. So it's kind of an interesting case design where you don't have to have a formed ending on the band here to make it look good. So it's kind of interesting. And the other thing is the way it has these pieces here, it almost looks like these screw into the band. They don't. There's actually holes in the middle that you push to release the pin. So that's just kind of like decoration on the drilled holes. Nice case design. It's a good size for somebody that doesn't want a really oversized divers. A lot of the divers watches are getting very big these days. This is not quite so big. I'm going to put my Invicta 997 next to it for size comparison. This watch is about the size of the original Submariner, Rolex Submariner. And you can see there that the Seiko is a little bit bigger, but not tremendously bigger. They're both very comfortable on the wrist. I really like this. I've done a separate review on the Invicta 9937. Don't confuse this with other Invicta models. This is a higher line unit. This could be one of the best Invictas ever made. Solid links, very, very, very reminiscent of the original Submariner. Running very accurate too, by the way. But that's just a size comparison. And to see the Seiko on the wrist, let me put it on my wrist. Okay, so there it is on the wrist. Let that try to focus in. And again, very comfortable on the wrist. Once you get used, it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's a very solid watch. The band is very solid, so it's got some weight to it, but once you get used to that, it is very comfortable. See if you can see it from the front here. Got to reach in through the tripod. Try to get you a view on that from the front. So all in all, highly recommend this watch. If you want a watch that you can set down for a week and pick back up and it's going to be running fine. I have several auto wind watches, and it's hard to keep them running. You got to wear them every day or so, otherwise they will stop on you, and then it's kind of a pain to have to reset the time and all that. And these of course are very accurate, so it's just an option if you don't want to buy an automatic. Seiko makes a number of very high quality automatic watches that you can get, but this is just another option if you want a high quality watch that is of the Kinetic variety. So thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts.